So what we're going to do is take this electronic fly swatter and we're going to make a squirrel deterrent. We have a garbage can full of corn, and just about every morning we find a squirrel gets up here and tinkles all over the lid and makes a mess out of it, and then we have to take it off and scrub it. So what I'm thinking about doing is modifying this fly swatter, which these are reported to make 600 volts or so. So what I'm going to do is make this sit on there. This will be the negative, this will be the positive. We'll put this backing on it. So it's going to sit there, and when the squirrel gets up here, this handle will be protruding. That's where he likes to sit, right there. And when he gets to that point, this and this will be at different charges, and that should shock him. And then it don't take long, right? Once or twice, he's done. So we've got a voltmeter. I'll have to change out. It's got a push button switch, and let's see. I'll have to add an alligator clip that we can ground to the trash can. So not very complicated, just a soldering iron. So let's get after it. Okay, I just verified that inner screen, there's two screens. It's like a sandwich. The one in the middle is this blue wire, so I'm going to clip that. That'll be what we run to the trash can. Now what I'm going to do is give this a trim. I'm going to use this area right here as a insulator. Okay, I wrapped this ground wire with the original jacket that wire came out of. It's rated for 300 volts. There could be 600 volts on the wire, so this is just another precaution. I've got the insulation of the wire plus this jacket, and what we'll do is we'll tie this alligator clip right there, and that'll be the ground to the trash can. So the risk here is if this is 600 or greater, it could try to jump through this insulation. We'll just have to test it and see. So I've got the switch to leave it on. The switch that was originally in there is a momentary switch, so we had to have it where we could leave it on during the day, and we'll just have to see if the batteries can hang in there all day. It probably won't take but one time, and that squirrel won't be back. Okay, it's all together now. I lost some of the screws. Really small screws hold this handle together, so I tie wrapped it. We'll test it now. I'm going to try not to get shocked. I think the way this fly swatter is supposed to work is you put the racket over the fly. I don't think it's really for swatting. You just kind of trap it, and when it takes off and flies, it'll electrocute itself when it contacts that metal. And I got a little piece of rag here. Oh yeah, it's sparking. Well, I ended up having to make 2 of these rackets because we have 2 different trash cans. Sure enough, the squirrel got up and urinated on the other trash can that didn't have the racket on it. So he was just picking a fight, I guess. I deployed the squirrel deterrent last night, and this morning when I got up, the spark that I was getting to the screen here was very slight, so it drawed. There was a pretty good current draw, I guess, through the night, and it ran down the battery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it over to an AC to DC power supply. This puts out 5 or 6 volts, so I'll regulate it down to 3.5 or so, and there's a plug close to where this trash can is. We'll just plug it all in. So here is both rackets deployed on the trash cans. Haven't had any trouble since we put these in. As you can see before in this video, the squirrel was over at that table where the camera is, watching the cans, dreaming of being on top of these cans, but he didn't come over. There's the little power supply. I think it come off a cell phone. Anyway, so these were inside of here. I believe on this one, I put some resistors to drop the voltage down to just minimum voltage so that it wouldn't overheat, and this doesn't even get warm. I was a little concerned about running this circuit continuously, but it's been running like this for a couple of weeks now. No problems. Another few days I'll probably just pull it back off and see what happens. Leave the camera in place. Well, you'll see coming up here that the squirrel never gets on the cans. So it's a successful little project, and it cost me $10 is what it cost. I think it was $5 a racket. Anyway, thanks for watching our videos. We really appreciate it. Have a blessed day.